Have you ever heard parents teaching their children to lie? Or parents able to control their reaction or response when they find out about the lie their child has said? Children typically begin lying in the preschool ages during 3 to 4 years. Something that starts humorously take the form of big lies. Maybe because they think this is an easy way to save themselves, or they must have seen their elders doing it, or perhaps some other reasons. So, let us talk about why children lie and how we can control that. Hi, I'm Alpana Dev and you are listening to Mother's Gurukul podcast, a place where I talk about various aspects of parenting and share my tips and tricks to make your parenting journey smooth and beautiful. I also talk about some motivational topics that will make your life easy. So, let's learn together. Let's grow together at Mother's Gurukul podcast. Hello. First of all, please accept my sincere apologies for my absence. I had a few genuine reasons for not being able to publish new episodes. I'll be honest with you. Earlier, I was working from home and I used to have a well-planned schedule. But now I also work part-time at a school. And after a full day at work, I'm not at the 100% energy level for recording. So, I told you the truth. But the silver lining of this is that since I work closely with kids, during this time I was constantly thinking about what I could share with you when I record a new episode. Many things that I observe on a regular basis while I work with kids at school, one of them we'll be discussing today. Children typically begin lying in preschool ages during 3 to 4 years. Initially, lying start humorously. Now picturize a face of a child with a mouth covered with ice cream. And they are trying to wipe it off while telling us that they haven't eaten anything. I'm sure it must have brought a smile to your face. This shows that they want to save themselves. Why? Because they think about our reaction. But they haven't learned the sophisticated way of putting themselves. Seeing it from the developmental point of view, it shows that our child understands how others feel or may react. Well, this explanation does not rule out the importance of teaching them good values. Of course, we don't teach them to lie, but still, they learn that. Maybe because they think this is an easy way to save themselves, or they must have seen their elders doing it, or perhaps some other reasons. So let us start with why children lie and then move on to how we can handle it. 1. They want to cover up their mistakes. 2. They have seen their parents doing it. Remember the sentence, if someone asks if I am home, tell them I am not. 3. They have seen their friends doing it. 4. They think it is an easy way out to avoid certain situations. 5. To gain attention or make their words sound fancy. 6. To get something they want. My mommy let me eat dessert before dinner. And 7. To avoid hurting others' feelings. We can call it a white lie. Now, the question is, at what age do they start to lie? Children can start telling a lie from age 3. Yes. Once they know that you cannot spot their lie, they start with small lies. Around 4 to 6 years, they become wise in telling a lie and matching their facial expressions. And this habit becomes effortless as they grow older because now their vocabulary grows and they have more words to make it sound natural. Plus, now they can read people better. White lies come into the picture when they are in their adolescent stage. They care about others' feelings and they think it's okay to tell a lie if it is to make others feel happy. So, in this dilemma, how to encourage them to tell the truth? 1. When teaching kids about behavior, role modeling always holds the first place. Once again, it is at the top. For example, we must practice the same behavior to make children understand that lying is not good. When the foundation is strong, When they see that mom and dad are always truthful towards each other or to them, they are most likely to follow the same. 2. Help them not take help of lying for their actions. Kids lie when they are scared of parents and elders or anyone's reactions. Let's take a very simple example of spilling milk on the table. Say you have asked your child to finish a glass of milk, but when you see the whole drink is spilled on the floor or on the table, what will be your first reaction and words? To avoid this reaction, children choose to lie and make up stories. If we stay calm and say, "Looks like we have an accident here. Let us clean it up and try to be more careful next time," see the change in how they are handling that whole episode. 3. Praise them for taking ownership if they have done anything wrong. It takes a lot of courage to accept a slight mistake or even apologize to anyone. Now think about admitting that you have lied. Isn't this something that deserves appreciation and words of praise? If your children have accepted even a tiny lie, praise them by saying you are proud of them. If your child has done something unexpected, for example, finishing his packed lunch at school, which he usually doesn't, don't question them by asking, "Are you telling the truth? I hope you didn't throw the lunch in the trash." Such judgmental statements make them feel bad that parents doubt their honesty, so don't do that. It is difficult to control our reaction if the lie is big. But still, the 4th point is we don't have to overreact. Kids try to test our limits all the time. The first thing is to set the expectations. Make sure that they are clear that lying or lies are not acceptable in any case. And while giving them consequences, as parents we should keep the lying part separate from their behavior. If they lied about something that is not their usual behavior, your empathy and confidence towards them will help them accept it. As parents, we want them to speak to us honestly and openly. Taking help of lies is a part of their growing process, but how we react in such situations makes a big difference. Friends, what happens is parenting is a vast topic. If we see, then every moment is a teachable moment, and in that very moment, we also grow as a parent. When I think about new episode, I want to discuss a new topic with you, but I also want to make the episode special in its own way and not to make it repetitive. So I hope you like today's topic, why do children lie, and the practical ways to control it. If you like today's episode and if you want to know what all is there on Mother's Gurukul podcast, then don't forget to check out other episodes on this show. And I would love to know your feedback. If you are joining me for the first time, then thank you for tuning in. And yes, please subscribe and leave your review wherever you get your podcast so that other people can find us. Please feel free to reach out to me through my social media handles. You can find me by Alpana_Dev on Twitter, Alpana Bapat on Instagram, and Mother's Gurukul on Facebook. You can also email me at mothersgurukulpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to read some interesting articles on lifestyle, health and fitness, or if you're looking for some new recipes, then feel free to check out my blog www.mothersgurukul.com. So I will see you soon. Till then, take care. Happy parenting. Bye-bye.